Hello, and thank you for joining me on the Daily Reflection. I'm Shireen, and we are going to be using today the Goddess Guidance cards and the Angel Therapy cards, both created by Doreen Virtue. Ooh, a lot of energy going on right now, guys. Really a lot out there. And the question that kept coming up for me when I was looking in meditation, or not really the question, but I guess the question is, where is your fear centered? What fear underlies all the other things that gets triggered in you? Is it fear of being erased? Is it fear of death? Is it fear of being abandoned, being alone? Is it fear of not being enough? Is it, what is that deep down centered fear? Where does it live in you? And what triggers it? And more importantly, when it gets triggered, how do you respond? And everyone's answers are going to be different for that, but you might notice whether you respond by going into effort, to fix everything, whether you respond by going into battle mode, you're going to survive everything and everybody else is not, whether you go into punishment mode and you'll just beat yourself up until you definitely fulfill the prophecy of your fear. I mean, look at where your fear is centered, where it comes from, and look at how you want to eliminate it. How do you heal that fear? And almost unequivocally across the board, in everyone I've worked with and in myself, the only way to heal fear is to, one, prove it's a lie, and two, to love it. And that is hard. It is hard to love the things that make you feel ill. But that's where you have to come from. You have to find that compassion and that love of forgiveness and compassion. It doesn't mean that you have to understand them or it. If other people's actions are causing you fear, you don't have to understand where they come from. Although if you have an understanding of what prompts their fear, then a lot of times you can help them find compassion and a different perspective, and you can find it in yourself. Because bottom line, you can't change anybody but you. Period. You can hope for things, you can try to influence, but the only person absolutely you can affect and change is yourself. And by changing yourself, you lead by example, and you can change or give others room to change. So anyway, that's there's the tidbit. There's the meditation tidbit. I'm going to see what these cards have to say or what guidance we can get from them today. So just going to pray over them and connect out with everyone watching these videos, and that you find the message that you need in the moment you need it and it resonates with you. Alright. These decks are so much smaller than the tarot deck we use for places of opposites. It's amusing. Alright. Listen to your intuitive feelings. This was the theme in Places of Opposites for the next 10 days. Listen to yourself. You have all your answers. You have your truth. You know who to interact with. You know when not to interact with something. You know what to do. You know action steps to take. You know when to step back and not take them. And it all has to do with following your intuition, following your inner guidance, your inner voice, the God of your heart, yourself. Not looking to anybody else's rules, actions, and follow your own. Certainly we can get help from others, but the action steps to take, the things to do or not do, have to come from inside you. It looks like there's one more from that deck, so hold on. It might be on the bottom. heal away addictions. Fear can be an addiction. In addition to sugar, caffeine, drugs, alcohol, anxiety can be an addiction. It all comes from a pattern of emotion, a pattern of thought that you have a reaction to that alleviates, distracts you from the base thing. And I'm not downplaying addictions. Addiction is a very difficult energy. But the way to heal it away is to, one, allow yourself to confront the things that scare you. Allow yourself to confront the things that make you uncomfortable. And instead of trying to avoid them or placate them, find new actions to take, a new understanding, new compassion, and honestly to pray about it. And they're telling me to read the card, so I'm going to read the card. Archangel Raphael is absolutely available to help you with healing these things away. In this one, they're talking, in the card, it's talking about the things that you do to block yourself from having what you truly want. And again, whether that's because you don't believe you deserve it, or because you fear the changes it's going to bring. So they're talking, this card specifically is talking about that, healing away the blocks that allow you to have what you truly want for yourself. And it could be the addiction of having to go to a job that you don't enjoy because you feel like that's the only way you can earn money right now. There's nothing else different or better. It could just be opening up to possibilities. So it's a lot in this card. But face whatever it is that you are wanting for yourself, and face the fear that tells you you can't have it. That's kind of the bottom line there. Very, very straightforward guidance this morning. Almost that hard line approach. Okay. Let's see if we can. I think it's in the very top. We have true love and romance and feelings. Oh. And you know, this actually ties into here. For those of you who want a better relationship, want better for yourself, they're saying before you can change the behaviors that draw you to people who aren't perhaps the best for you, you have to really look at what fear keeps you from believing you can have it. What fear keeps you from believing that it exists, and what fear keeps you from believing that it won't last if you do find it. And so, yeah. Hopes and fears are often a very balanced two-edged sword. And go outside. I see this not only, yes, definitely go outside and connect with what's out there, but disconnect from the interactions that only occur in the safety of your own home from behind your electronic device. Disconnect from social medias, disconnect from the news, disconnect from the, and it's not that the things happening in the world aren't important. I mean, they're going to affect you and you affect them. But take time to realize that the drama and the things going on are ways of manipulating all of us. And just take time to disconnect from that and go outside and find your connection to the real things in your life, the day-to-day interactions, your family, the friends you talk to, your coworkers, your neighborhood. Find those connections and find what's really true in your life going on right now. And again, the only thing that you can affect change through is yourself. And if those connections that you have are not serving you, are not building you up, don't make you feel good, you don't feel like you're communicating, you don't feel like you are connecting the way you want to, then it's time to make changes in those as well. So these two cards go very much together. Trust yourself, know where you can change yourself, know what you can affect, disconnect from those things that aren't serving you, and truly find your inner peace. Again, these times right now are challenging. It's about finding the things that work for you and letting go of the things that don't, and focusing on yourself, because that's truly where you affect change. Be blessed. Have a great day. Go outside. Listen to your intuition. Notice where your fears get lit up, and notice how you can correct those fears, how you can heal them, how you can heal them away. Be blessed. We'll see you tomorrow for the weekend.